Hello everyone, I'm your host Heather Dawson and the holidays are here. I had the pleasure of experiencing the holiday magic at Disneyland, and this year more than ever the season is inspired by diverse cultural festivities. Truly something for everyone. Well, the holidays begin here at Disneyland, the happiest place on earth, and I have Allie with me to enjoy this beautiful ride, Allie.
Yes, we are celebrating across our entire Disneyland resort, and right now we're on one of our horse-drawn trolleys being pulled by Reggie and being serenaded by the Dapper Dans.
I love all the diversity that I've seen, too, between both parks.
Yes, well, over at Disney California Adventure, we do have Disney Festival of Holidays, which really celebrates many different cultural celebrations, including Diwali and Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Christmas, of course. And there's also wonderful festive food marketplaces, which have delicious food offerings. So my favorite is the turkey tamale with stuffing and a cranberry relish. It is so good.
I actually tasted it.
You did?
Yes, it was delicious. Anything new this year that maybe we didn't have last year?
I mean, we're always switching things up. So even our Christmas tree that we just passed has brand new lighting and ornaments, 1,500 Victorian-inspired ornaments that are new this year.
And I read too that you put ornaments on the tree this year here at Disney that are nostalgia for when Walt Disney first came to Los Angeles.
Yes.
They're the big ornaments and they're beautiful.
Yes, and over in Disney California Adventure on Buena Vista Street, all of that area is really nostalgic to Walt's time when he came to California. We're just riding down Main Street, of course, which is home to a Christmas fantasy parade, one of my favorites. It's in its 23rd year of celebrating a Christmas fantasy parade. And that's where, of course, you can see Santa and the prancing reindeers, Mickey and Minnie, all your friends. There's so much happening right now. I definitely recommend everyone visit Disneyland.com for all the details that are happening because there's so much to cover.
Thank you so much for enlightening us, and we just can't say enough about how much there is to see out here and all the magic in both parks. So come on out here to Disneyland through January 6th. Truly the happiest place on earth. Well, author and playwright William Saroyan has been called one of the most prominent literary figures of the 20th century. He's won both a Pulitzer and an Oscar. He lived all over the world, but spent most of his life living in Fresno. So what better place to have a museum honoring his legacy? Bob Lopez takes us on a tour.
In his will, William Saroyan hoped that his home would become a space where students could research and appreciate his many works. Now here it is, the Saroyan House Museum. Built in the home he lived his last years in, the museum is a multimedia presentation of his writings and paintings. This was no minor feat.
It was very difficult to make it done because we are working on this project almost 2 years.
Where there's a will, there's a way. That's definitely true. The group has been working with our office very closely over the last year to make sure that this project came to fruition.
Our main goal was to open house museum, which is very innovative and informative because it is our first museum, William Saroyan's first museum in the world.
Not only do we bring life to this neighborhood, but we really are remembering a true legacy and a legend here in the city of Fresno.
Media from around the world and Fresno city officials were on hand for the unveiling. Saroyan holds a special place in the heart of Fresno's.
17 years of his life he spent in this house. That's why we decided to buy exactly this house and turn it into a museum.
It's just fabulous to be able to showcase his works and really who he was about and how much he loved Fresno.
The home contains films and pictures from many periods of his life, drawings, even rocks he collected, posters from his plays, and a hologram of Saroyan in his living room. You can book a tour by going online to saroyanhouse.com. The tours are free. Bringing you the best of California from Fresno, I'm Bob Lopez for California Life HD.
And coming up next, our next guest is a musician originally from Sydney, Australia, and recently teamed up with Courtney Cox to direct his music video. Since moving to the U.S., he's also sat in with original members of The Doors at the 50th anniversary celebration and performed alongside Good Charlotte's Benji and Jill Madden, Leona Lewis, and Westlife's Ronan Keating, just to name a few. We talked to Joel Taylor after the break. Don't go away.
On a moment's notice, I was found. Came to me quickly, I could hear the sound.
He's an Australian musician who's worked with Courtney Cox, Good Charlotte, and Leona Lewis, just to name a few. And joining us now to talk about his new single, Moment's Notice, is Joel Taylor. Thank you so much for joining us in studio.
Thanks for having me.
Those are some pretty big names, and you haven't been here that long. I mean, how did you hook up with so many famous people?
I think just by luck, by chance. You know, I've been working as a touring musician first when I moved to LA. And I was playing sessions and recording and playing on people's albums and things like that. And I became the piano player for a season of The X Factor, which was funny when they were filming here. And that's how I got to work with those people. And then I met Courtney Cox at a barbecue on a Sunday afternoon, and she saw me play the song live at a concert. And then she was like, "I really want to do the video for that." And I was like, "Please do, you know, knock yourself out."
Are you from a musical family?
Yeah, my mum plays piano, and she's awesome, plays like rock and roll, boogie woogie, and her dad, my grandfather, was also an amazing piano player, and especially in the 50s and 60s, he had a rock and roll band in Australia, and they were like the Buddy Holly of Australia. They were the first rock and roll band in the 50s, and they had about 16 #1 hits.
Oh my.
Yeah, and he played piano for the Everly Brothers and the Beach Boys and Roy Orbison, so he's a great piano player, and my dad was a singer, and I kind of had no choice.
And runs in the family,
Yeah.
and I know that Moment's Notice is very personal for you. Take us through that a little bit.
Moment's Notice really is a song about kind of escaping in a way. Like I grew up in a tense household when there was a lot of alcohol and sort of, you know, an abusive house. And especially when I was a kid, you know, I really wanted to like escape into my own world, and music was definitely my escape. So this song was really about when I moved to America, which was the week I finished high school. I moved straight here.
18.
Yeah, yeah. So, and I just turned 18. I was like a week into being 18, and I moved here to LA straight away, which is, you know, kind of crazy now that I think about it. And I noticed, you know, I realized straight away that I was on the right path. I was doing the right thing, and that was kind of what the song was about. It kind of hit me at once one day, like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do with my life.
And I heard that you do some impersonations. Can you do a
Oh,
little
really?
bit for us?
Oh, wow. Okay, let's see.
See if I can figure out.
Okay.
Every night she walks right in my dreams. Said I made it from the start. I'm so proud I am the only one who is special in her heart. My girl's mine. Ooh, the doggone girl.
It's early, but
that's
you know,
amazing.
it's kind of, you know,
Well, who doesn't like him?
Yeah,
oh my gosh. Yeah, well, I mean, so talented, and just
Thank
a
you.
real pleasure to meet you. And I always just like
Likewise.
to see the artist behind the videos, and we're going to be watching your success.
Cool, awesome.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for joining us,
Great.
Joel. And coming up next here on California Life, don't go away, because we are going to take you back to the happiest place on earth. Stay with us. Technology is helping people with a disease that affects nearly 1 in 10 Americans. David Wiley has more on this breakthrough for those with diabetes.
If you or someone you know is dealing with diabetes, they are not alone. Diabetes is one of the fastest growing epidemics, affecting more than 400 million people worldwide.
Diabetes is a condition where the body can't regulate its glucose level properly. So people who are living with diabetes really have to take on a lot of that job on their own. They're needing to monitor their glucose level, they're needing to make adjustments in medication, they're needing to be careful with what they're eating, with their exercise. So there's a lot that goes into keeping those glucose levels right in the target range.
Traditionally, finger sticks have been the best way to monitor glucose levels. Yet the essential finger stick that more than 30 million Americans with diabetes have to endure, sometimes up to 12 times a day, is dreaded and painful. But a new FDA-approved glucose monitoring system is revolutionizing diabetes management.
Right now I'm using the Abbott Freestyle Libre sensor, which allows me to monitor my glucose levels throughout the day and really gives my parents peace of mind to know that I've got this great piece of technology that's really helping me fine-tune my management.
The new Abbott Freestyle Libre is an easy and painless way for those with diabetes to stay on top of their glucose levels.
This has really changed how people with diabetes can check their glucose levels. They no longer have to poke their finger and draw blood.
So the sensor itself is just about the size of 2 stacked quarters, and I wear it right on the back of my arm. And then I have this reader, which is really cool, and I just swipe it over the back of my arm, and then I get the actual glucose reading right there. And like Amy was saying, I get trend arrows, so I get to now be proactive in the way that I manage my diabetes. So I know, is my glucose level rising, is it falling, and how do I prevent those lows and those highs having this data?
And for those living with diabetes, it's important to stay connected with others within the diabetes community for support and to investigate new ways to make living with diabetes easier.
The technology is just getting better and better. So Abbott Freestyle Libre 14-Day is a great example of how things have improved, and it's a great way to kind of get control over the diabetes, and a great tool to have in your toolbox to continue the management.
To learn more about the Abbott Freestyle Libre, go to their website, freestylelibre.us. And of course, consult your doctor before making any changes in your treatment. Bringing you the best of California, I'm David Wiley for California Life.
Well, if you're rushing to find the right holiday gifts, last-minute shopping can all be done at one stop with lifestyle expert Malone. She's here with holiday shopping tips.
Finding the perfect gift for everyone on our list can be a challenge, especially when you're short on time.
If you're scrambling right now to look for that perfect gift, maybe look for a one-stop shop. That way you can make your shopping experience seamless and convenient.
If you are feeling confident about hitting the stores but you don't know what to buy, here are a few options at a one-stop shop like Dick's Sporting Goods.
You can always give the gift of sport for anyone on your list. Your Yeti lover will definitely love this Yeti Hall rolling cooler. Now for your NBA fan, the Nike men's Swingman jersey is perfect because it allows you to participate in the Nike Connect app. You want to keep those loved ones warm and toasty with an assortment of jackets and outerwear like the Field & Stream flannels as well as the Alpine Design Sherpa vest.
No matter who's on your list, there are many last-minute deals up for grabs.
If for some reason you just can't make up your mind on what you want to get your loved ones, give them a gift card.
Find more gift ideas at Dicks.com.
For those traveling from LA to Vegas, there's a new stop along the way with 96 fuel pumps and 60 restrooms. Jason Rasulo takes us there.
Hi guys, Jason Rasulo. I'm here at the 2018 SEMA show in Las Vegas. Ford showed off its 2019 GT Carbon Series supercar on Tuesday at SEMA. It will be produced in limited quantities, as only one special model will be made each week. Ford will open the owner application process starting on November 8th. Interested buyers should visit FordGT.com to apply.
It's a model for those customers who track their cars but don't want to tow them to and from the track. The Carbon Series will be the lightest version of the Ford GT. For this model year, bringing all lightweighting options as standard equipment and with a distinct appearance. The radio and air conditioning remain intact, even though we found a way to strip 39 pounds off the car versus the standard Ford GT. such as replacing the rear hatch glass with a lightweight polycarbonate piece. Visually, there is more bare carbon fiber on this version of the Ford GT than any other, with its dual exposed stripes, A-pillars and lower body panels.
In addition, the American automaker showed off several customized versions of its Ford Ranger mid-size pickup. This particular model is called the Ranger Pre-Runner, and it features an FX4 off-road package.
Are you ready, crowd?
Yeah! Meanwhile, Shell and Pennzoil took the wraps off the 1968 Ford Mustang Bullitt. It is the actual car that Steve McQueen drove in the famous chase scene in the Bullitt movie. The car was actually built at a Ford plant in California and was purchased by Warner Brothers for the movie. Fast forward to today. Here are some remarks from the car's current owner, Steve Kernan from Hendersonville, Tennessee, who was on site at the SEMA show.
Starting off the year, obviously, I was in Detroit, driving in. And, that's always what shocks people is, so it could with us with speed, I didn't July, is the car would be sitting there, and then all of a sudden they would see me with a helmet off, and go, what are you doing? And actually taking the car up and down the track, going up the track 10 times, and obviously came down 10 times too. She did amazing, and it feels amazing, and every time I get it, I feel like I'm cleaning my father's car, which is a feeling that won't go away. I've been trying, I won't. But it smells exactly like it did back in the day. I mean, it smells exactly the same.
Bringing you the best of California from the 2018 SEMA show in Las Vegas, I'm Jason Rasidlo for California Life.
The holidays begin right here at the happiest place on earth, and joining me is Reese to talk about all the wonderful things we can actually wear and accessorize here.
Yeah, like your lovely ears.
I know, and
they
I
look
match,
adorable
too.
on you. They do.
Thank you.
We're actually standing in the world of Disney, and this location actually just reopened recently on October 26th. And what I love about this space is it's now really wide and open and really sort of lofty feeling, and it tells the story of the 9 old men. Who were the original animators for Walt, and they helped to create the stories like Fantasia. So you'll find hidden surprise and delights moments in here that sort of hint back to the story of animation and really bring the story to life.
And just even walking through the store with all the decorations, and it does feel like an attraction when you're here.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's your one-stop shop for everything. What's your favorite item so far?
I actually kind of like some of the sweaters that, I don't want to call them ugly Christmas
don't
sweaters, but I think they're cute. They're like
they're
cute
adorable.
Christmas sweaters,
Yes.
and I think I need to get one.
Yes,
So,
we reverently call them ugly sweaters, but they're festive. Everybody has a holiday party to go to, right? So I'm wearing one. We have several different sort of variations. We have one for everybody in the family, really. We have coordinating headwear. We have lots of ways to sort of jazz up your holiday attire. Absolutely your one-stop shop. And World of Disney is that space. When we premiere things or we have new movies that come out, you'll come here.
So thank you so much, Reese. Stay with us. And that's it for us. If you missed any part of our show, just go to our website, californialifehd.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. I'm your host, Heather Dawson. We'll see you next time.
Watch us on our YouTube channel. Stay connected to our social media, like our blogs on Facebook. Follow our tweets on Twitter. And check out our posts on Instagram and Pinterest, where we bring you the best of California.